Hi, I'm Joe Sawyer, the Superintendent of the Shrewsbury Public Schools. I'm recording this video message on Thursday, May 28th, thanks to the assistance of Mark Serra, the Executive Director of the Shrewsbury Media Connection. As some of the restrictions across our state are loosened as part of Governor Baker's phased approach to reopening Massachusetts, I appreciate people continuing to take precautions and following the public health guidance. The numbers of infections and deaths are dropping, and if we continue to play our part, we will avoid a resurgence of this virus that has sickened and killed so many people. As we close out May and head into June, our educators continue to provide a variety of learning opportunities to our students through our remote learning program. This will continue through June 16th, the last day of the school year. As you might imagine, we are very busy behind the scenes with planning for what kinds of summer learning opportunities our students will have available to them. In order to maintain their skills, especially in reading, writing, and math, we will be providing various options for families. We'll also be determining what might be possible for special education summer programming, which will begin as a remote program and may, if state guidance allow for some in-person programming later in the summer. As for next school year, we're also working on a variety of scenarios that may be in effect, depending on how the pandemic continues to evolve. We are awaiting official guidance from the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. We expect to receive that by mid-June. In the meantime, we're considering how we might address the very complex issues associated with reopening schools with various public health requirements in place. Unfortunately, in addition to the daunting challenges we face due to the public health situation, the pandemic has also created a budget crisis for next school year. Last night, we presented to the school committee a report that explained that we anticipate significantly reduced funding of between $2 and $2.4 million due to the massive decrease in state tax revenue and significant decreases in local tax revenue as well, along with an initial estimate of at least $2.2 million in new expenses related to reopening and managing our schools through the pandemic. I encourage you to view the presentation video and/or slides, which you can access through our website under the school committee section. Combined, this means that we potentially face a new budget gap of between $4.2 and $4.6 million, in addition to the $1.7 million in reductions we already plan to make due to the difficult budget situation that existed prior to the COVID-19 situation. I am hopeful that the state government does everything possible to minimize cuts to local public school district funding and local community government funding, and I very much hope that federal government dedicates more stimulus funding to supporting state and local government, including schools, as otherwise we will face a devastating financial situation next school year. We are making contingency plans regarding potential program and personnel cuts as we await further information from the state and federal governments. Last night, I recommended a compensation freeze for the next budget year for all non-union administrators in our school district. And we will reduce our administrative team by one position by having Dr. Jane Lizotte serve as the acting principal at Patton School. These leaders have been working long hours and managing very complex situations in recent months, and it pains me to recommend that their compensation be frozen. But given the magnitude of our fiscal situation, it is appropriate that our leadership team take this step to help mitigate the negative impact of this budget crisis. Unfortunately, unless we receive significantly more funding than currently is projected, many more budget reductions will follow. I will keep you informed of our situation as it takes shape over the coming weeks and months. I remain proud of how our schools and our entire community have responded to the challenges posed by the coronavirus pandemic thus far. While I wish that I had better news to share, I remain confident that our staff, our families, our students, and our community members will continue to be resilient in the face of the great difficulties and complexities that lie ahead. Thank you, everyone, for your continued support of our schools, and please stay well. Thank you.